Welcome back to my channel. You guys, I'm so excited because this week I'm going to be sharing with you 10 rules for being alone and being happy about it. Now, let's just be honest. Nobody truly wants to be alone. Well, I take that back because there are a few people that truly love being alone. I'm not one of those people, but if you are, I take my hat off to you. However, I want to talk today about people that are alone, and I want them to be happy about being alone until that special someone comes into your life. Or if it's such that that special person never shows up, I still want you to be happy because you deserve to be happy. And yes, there are some truly happy single people, but then there's some people who are single at the moment. Maybe they've recently gotten out of a relationship, or it's been a long time since they've been in a relationship. But again, I just want you to be happy being by yourself, because guess what? You all know that one is still a whole number. So let's jump right on in. So number one, know that you are good enough by yourself. Did y'all hear what I said? Know that you are good enough by yourself. So you're a valuable person and you don't need the approval of anyone else for that to be true. When you're alone, remind yourself that it's because you choose to be. See, when I'm in between relationships, I'm alone because I choose to be. I am happy where I am. I may have a lot going on in my life and I just don't really have time for a relationship. But just know that you are alone because you choose to be. Okay? That is key. That is key right there. So because it really is a choice. It's very easy to find someone to spend time with, but when you have high standards for the people you allow into your life, you're telling yourself that you're better off by yourself than with someone who isn't a great fit for you. So remember, it really is a choice, because we can always find somebody to shack up with. When I say shack up, I'm talking about spending time with. But is that person really worthy enough of being in your inner circle? If they're not, don't just hang out with somebody just to say, I have somebody in my life. No, wait for the right person to come along. Number two, value other people's opinions, but value your own more. Don't ask for advice. Don't ask for advice unless you truly need it. And if you know me, then you know I am never going to ask for advice unless I need it. When you trust yourself to solve problems, you become a much stronger and a more confident person, and you take on challenges that you wouldn't have felt confident about doing before. Number three, learn to observe. To truly enjoy being alone, learn to look at ordinary situations in new, unfamiliar ways. Go to the park and watch people play with their children or their dogs. Go to the grocery store and watch how people shop for their groceries. Everywhere you go, make an effort to understand people around you. Watch how people act when they think no one is watching. And if you know me, you know I'm a people watcher. I love just sitting back watching people, because people are so interesting, amazing, and funny all at the same time. So just sit back and just observe. When I'm on the subway, I may have my earbuds in my ear and I can't hear a thing other than the music I'm listening to. But trust and believe, I watch everything around me. And people are just interesting. Number four, close your eyes and appreciate the silence. Take a moment and sit quietly in a dark room. Listen to everything that's not happening around you. Now, hear what I said. I didn't say listen to everything that's happening around you. I said listen to everything that is not happening around you. So you can learn a lot about yourself in the moments when you are least occupied. The times when there is nothing to distract you from the thoughts and feelings you deny yourself during your busy days. And a lot of times we do get busy. We're so busy that we don't have time to sit and take in the things around us. But I love that concept, to listen for the things that you don't hear. That could be the the hustle and bustle of people. That can be the sirens. It could be the blowing of the horns, cars driving by. Just sit and listen to the things that you don't hear. Number five, learn how to talk to yourself. We all have an inner voice that talks to us, right? And we do. You have it, I have it. And at all times and hours of the days, and getting to know that person and how to talk to them is one of the most important things you can do for yourself. See, when you fill your time with other people, it's easier to ignore this voice, but when you're alone in your own company, Oh my goodness. When I get quiet and I sit alone, that inner voice talks to me. And it tells me things that I know I should be doing or things I shouldn't be doing. And that is when I believe I truly hear from God, when I get quiet and I'm not busy. You know what I mean? So to listen to that inner voice and talk to yourself. Now, I'm not talking about, out of your mouth, talk to yourself, but talk to yourself in that inner voice. Because if you sit there talking to yourself, people are going to think something's wrong with you. So be careful with that. Number 6, cherish every interaction. We all get a few short trips around the sun and then it's over. Okay? So, time alone is so important. Take an interest in every person that comes into your life. And I truly do, good, bad, or indifferent. I take an interest in every person that comes into my life. Even if it's only for a second. Listen closely to what they say. Listen to what they don't say. Watch carefully what they do. And also watch what they don't do. Try to understand them as a person. You'll be better off for it. Number 7, create. To create is one of the most important things that you can do in your life. When you're alone, the only one stopping you from creating new things is you. It's me. It's you. You see what I'm saying? All excuses are gone. When you're alone, you can lose yourself in your work. When you lose yourself in your work, you can be sure that you're creating something truly meaningful. Make use of your loneliness. I love when I am creating wreaths because it's so soothing for me. And I have time to really think, and I can be so much more creative when it's peaceful and quiet. Number 8, make plans for the future and pursue them immediately. I didn't say make plans for the future and wait a week, wait a month, and or a year or 2 years or 5 years. Do it immediately. It's almost impossible to feel good about your life if you don't have some type of direction for it. The purpose for your life doesn't need to be complex or earth-shattering. It doesn't have to be big or overwhelming. It only needs to be present. Did you hear what I said? It doesn't have to be big or overwhelming. It just needs to be present. Once it's there, it gets much easier to make plans that you can take action on. So pursue those plans immediately. Don't put them off. Don't wait for the perfect opportunity. The perfect never comes. And y'all know that. If you live, I don't care, I don't know how long you live, but if you lived any length of time, you know that perfect never comes. And the longer you wait, the harder it is to get started. Let's talk about losing weight. How many of you said, oh, I'm going to lose weight, but I'm going to start next week, or I'm going to start first thing next month, or my favorite, I'm going to start in the new year, and it never comes. You never start losing the weight. That's why you need to live in the present and do it now. So maybe you wanted to travel the world and you understand different cultures. It doesn't matter what it is. Pick something that you enjoy and go after it. When you do this, 2 things will happen. First, you gain a sense of confidence in yourself because you see that you're capable of living on your own terms. And number 2, this confidence brings new and interesting people into your life. Being alone can be beautiful. But if you want to add people to your life, finding a purpose for your existence is the fastest way to do it. Number 9, go to a movie alone. Now, I have to admit, I've never gone to movies by myself. But I said one of these days I am. Go to a movie by yourself and enjoy the picture. Have a great dinner all by yourself. Take yourself on dates and learn to treat yourself well. Now, I do treat myself well. So, when I go get my nails done, my hair done, I am by myself. This will be awkward at first. If you're used to going out with others, you'll wonder what you should do with yourself while you're alone. And that's understandable. Don't try to hide from the discomfort. Accept it. And then laugh about it, because really, who the hell decided that you weren't supposed to do things by yourself? Who decided that? Besides, to truly enjoy these things with others, you have to enjoy doing them alone first. And number 10, volunteer your time. If you're a hermit, when you're alone, find others that you can be alone with. Because some people like being alone, but they like being in a crowd with other people as well. So, a great way to do this is to contribute something positive to the world, and you can volunteer your time to a cause that you believe in. Being alone and happy doesn't mean sequestering yourself from the world. It means being confident enough to know that you can surround yourself with people but not depend on them for your own happiness. So, let me do a quick recap and I promise I'll let you be. So, again, we talked about the rules for being alone and being happy about it. So, number one, I said, know that you're good enough by yourself. One is still a whole number. There is nothing wrong with being by yourself. Number two, value other people's opinions, but value your own more. And I've actually met people that valued other people's opinions more than their own. And I'm saying, who does that? Number three, learn to observe. Take time, sit, and just observe everything around you. I promise you'll love it. Because like I said, I'm a people watcher. I love to watch people. And you'd be surprised at the things people do when they think nobody's watching. Y'all know what I'm talking about. You've seen somebody pick their nose because they thought nobody was looking. You saw somebody pull out that wedgie because they thought nobody was looking. People do things. You've seen someone hit someone else because they thought nobody else was looking. Just learn to observe. Number four, close your eyes and appreciate the silence. And again, I talked about listen to everything that's not happening around you. That's a beautiful thing. Number five, learn how to talk to yourself. You have got to learn to talk to yourself. Now, I didn't say answer back, but you have to learn to talk to yourself. And because when you're your only company, sometimes that's the best company that you can have. Number six, cherish every interaction. I cherish every interaction that I have with people, good, bad, or indifferent. Whether it's a few seconds, a few minutes, a couple of hours, a couple of days, weeks, months, it doesn't matter. I cherish the people that have passed through my life because they've all taught me something, good, bad, or indifferent. I've learned something from being in their presence. Number seven, create. Creating is one of the best things that you can do in your life. Create, create, create. Number eight, make plans for the future and pursue them immediately. Don't wait again. Like I said, don't wait till tomorrow. Now, let me not say that because there's some things that you plan to do and you have to wait till tomorrow. Like I plan to go to Michael's to get more material because I ordered some stuff from Craft Outlet, but I need some stuff that I can work on right now. So I'm planning to go to Michael's to get more wreath making supplies, but I have to wait till tomorrow because it's late and they're closed. So, see where I'm going with this? Some things you may have to wait for. But other things, start pursuing them immediately when you can. Number nine, go to a movie alone. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that at all. I've not done it, but there's nothing wrong with it. And number 10, volunteer your time. I think that volunteering is like one of the best things that you can do. And it's perfect if you're one of those people that you don't necessarily want to be bothered with other people, but you like being around other people. So if you go down to a soup kitchen and help serve food to the homeless, how rewarding is that? You're putting a smile on somebody's face. And you don't have to interact with any of the volunteers other than to find out what it is they need you to do and where they need you to be. But you don't have to sit and carry a conversation with these individuals. All you're doing is plating up food and keeping the line moving. So I hope this helps someone learn how to be alone and to love it while you're in that alone time. And again, that is the time that you need to use to work on you so that when that person comes along, and it doesn't have to be in a relationship kind of way, it could just be a new friend that comes into your life, you are ready to receive that person. See, a lot of times we want people in our lives, but we're not really ready. We have some stuff in here that we need to work on. And so I want you to use that alone time to work on that stuff so that when that new person comes into your life, however they come, and for whatever reason they're there for, you are really open and ready to receive them. So that's all I have, you guys. Please be sure to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already done so. Thank you so much to my newest subscribers. Thank you so much to those that continue to support me in all that I do. I love, love, love you to the moon and back. There's nothing you can do about it. Until next week, we'll talk again. Oh, I'm sorry, one other thing. If there's a topic that you want me to talk about in terms of coaching, please always let me know. I'll leave my information in the description box. Please let me know because I love doing topics when people ask me about things. So quite a few of the topics that I've done have been because somebody asked me to talk about it. I truly, truly appreciate that. So if you have a topic that you want me to talk about, never hesitate to let me know. And I will do it within reason. Just depends on what it is you want me to talk about. So again, love you guys. We'll talk again soon.